Apple TV is getting better with the new 26.4 update. Here's what's new and when we may see a new model. Real quick, before I get into it, if you want to keep up to date with all of the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. The 26.4 update to Apple's tvOS is bringing a few nice changes to Apple's premier set-top box. This update comes as many users have been waiting on new Apple TV hardware. Let's talk about what's new in this update, and I'll come back with some new rumors on the upgraded hardware front. One of the first changes users may notice with tvOS 26.4 is Apple is finally eliminating the vestigial iTunes Movies and iTunes TV show stores. These were dedicated apps for ages, but for some time now, Apple has been pushing people towards the actual Apple TV app. Once you install 26.4, those apps will be gone completely. Look, I had a little folder for my stores and now I'm just left with the App Store, which I guess I can remove from the folder now. Next is a new option for those using external soundbars or receivers. What many had experienced was audio sometimes getting cut off from soundbars or odd volume fluctuations and pops. This happened with Sonos soundbars, some of my favorites, as well as receivers with Atmos content. From my understanding, this was a problem when it was switching between the different audio mixes, so Apple added a new option for a persistent HDMI audio connection when using Dolby Atmos. It uses Dolby Atmos Metadata Enhanced Audio Transmission, or MAT, Dolby MAT, that keeps this constant audio stream to your speaker, soundbar, or receiver. The result is no more pops, drops, or locks. I mean, audio fluctuations. Pops, drops, audio fluctuations. To enable it, go into your Apple TV settings, then video and audio format. I believe if you don't have Atmos enabled or an HDMI audio component connected, this won't be an option for you. Related, it also seems Apple fixed a long-standing bug with audio. When playing spatial music in the Music app, the beginning audio would get cut off. As Vincent Joshua on Reddit points out, there are reports of this going all the way back to 2021. So it's great to see Apple finally addressing this issue. Finally, the last change is something I'm most excited about here. Apple added a new Genius Browse feature. Remember Apple Genius? It would generate playlists and stuff for you with music and iTunes. Let me know in the comments how many of you used the Apple Genius feature. I really liked it. Am I alone or did you guys all use it too? Anyway, when you go into the TV app, there's a new category for Genius Browse recommendations. These are broken into categories like Clever Capers or Date Night. When you go into one, you get a list of movies and TV shows that fit that category. You can scroll to the right to see more and more options. But maybe there's one you like or that you've seen. Swipe down and you'll get more that are related to what you just selected. And this goes on for basically forever. You'll get actors and directors in the mix too. It's such a cool way to discover something to watch. You can customize it. You can filter to TV, movies, or both, and you can winnow down the genres. Maybe you want based on a book and comedy. What do you think? Will you use this feature? Mini tangent here because I don't know even when this was added, but I noticed it when I was researching this video. When you long hold on options in your watch list in the TV app, there's an option for browse continue watching, and it brings up a whole grid of all of your continue watching stuff. Don't judge, I have a wife and kids. But these are all on here. So I've never noticed this view before a couple of weeks ago when beta testing. So maybe this is new in 26.4 as well, or maybe it's older and I just didn't notice it, but it's really handy. tvOS 26.4 is a release candidate and should be released to the public any day now, possibly by the time that you're watching this video. Back up a beat. Apple isn't saying what is powering these new Genius recommendations we talked about, but it hints at what may be coming. See, the likely reason we have not gotten a new Apple TV yet is that Apple is baking in Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence and its digital assistant are big pieces of the new Apple TV. I can imagine asking a lot more questions, doing more smart home commands, asking more questions about what I'm watching. I'd also love Apple Intelligence to help give me suggestions on what to watch. It knows all of the apps that I use, what stuff I watch. It could do an amazing job at pointing out stuff that I'd like. I'm sure it could do a lot of this processing on device too. I'm not sure if actual Apple Intelligence is powering this new Genius recommendation feature, but it does give me a glimpse of what potential discovery stuff we may see on a new, more powerful Apple TV. With Apple Intelligence being so crucial, it's no surprise that the Apple TV update has been delayed. Most recently, Bloomberg reported that the new Apple TV 4K was going to launch in fall of 2026. I hope that's the case because a new one has been needed for a while. There are a lot of things that I'd like to see, but I'll save all of that for a different video. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more about what I want and what I expect. Otherwise, follow for more Apple news, and I'll see you all in the next video.